So today we are attempting to fix our slide. It has been making noises. We're pretty sure the cable is messed up. We're not really sure what caused it. We do know that it needs to be fixed, and we can't plan the next several legs of our trip without knowing if it can be fixed, because we're gonna have to get it someplace where someone can help us. So today is an attempt to see if it's an easy fix ourselves, because we all know that Mikey's a great fix-it guy. If we can fix it ourselves, then that means we can go wherever we want next. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find a bigger kind of city where we can get it fixed. So here we go.
Oh, we're having a whole lot of fun. Cris said something's going on with our slide. We're not sure what it is, but it's catching. This side here does not want to move like that side does. That side comes completely out, and this one gets caught and goes wow, wow, wow. And when it does that and it makes loud popping sounds, you know something's wrong. It started to wear up there in that little hole, and it even popped the rubber out right here. And then I'm thinking the culprit's in here somewhere, because that should not be loose. That should be tight, because if you come over to this side of the slide out, that's, you know, there's not a lot of give in that. So I don't know if I need to adjust a cable or if something's come off its track. I don't even know if it has a track. I looked at some YouTube videos and finally saw one where a guy was showing how all the slide out stuff works. So I don't know quite what we're getting into yet, but we're about to find out. So the first thing is Cris has to pull in the slide out, and we'll show you exactly what it's doing, because it makes an ugly sound and it's not working all that good. Are you ready to pull the slide out in? Waiting on her. While we're waiting on Cris to get ready to pull the slide out in, we'll just stand here and listen to a guy cut firewood. That's what he's doing over there by the golf course. At least that's what I saw. A little humor before things get bad, I think.
So in order to pull in the slide, I have to move everything that was on that side to get all the weight off the slide, and also everything out of the way. I have to move it all over here. So it's all crowded over here while we try to fix this. So we're getting ready to pull in the slide. It doesn't sound pretty. It's kind of awful, actually. So here we go.
I need a broom, please. It's fall right now that we're taping this, and so leaves are falling off, and not just leaves, but actually like the ends of some of the buds of some of the cottonwood trees around here falling off. And I believe that is what we got up top here. You see that? Ow! Ow! Just dropped the broom on my face. That was great. Even longer broom up here. I might have to end up getting my 10-foot ladder out, because I don't know if I can reach all that. Alright, well, we got the twigs out. I don't think that leaf up there is going to matter much. I hope not, because something else I'd have to fix. I just about fell off the ladder. Alright, she's getting things buttoned up in there, and then bring out the slide out and see what we got going on.
One of the things about any RV is that they're all made just a little bit different, so it's sometimes really difficult to find out where the specific things are located on your RV. Like the manual that came with ours doesn't tell us like where the motor to the slide is. And a lot of the different components of an RV are made by different companies. So then you have to go track down the company that made like our slide, for example. We have to hunt down them and then look through their models and find the model of slide that we have, because we don't know any of that either. So right now Mikey is digging through all that side of the RV. We had heard that the motor is most likely underneath the...
No, the motor's up top.
Okay.
But I don't know if there's like a track over here.
Oh, he's hunting for a track now. He says he thinks our motor's up on top, where online when we were looking at other people's, that it was under their sofas. So we're kind of just looking everywhere right now. What? Oh, careful. Would the track be where the wheels are underneath?
There's wheels underneath that like hold it out, but it's almost like it's slid off of its axis. I don't know. We're gonna have to bring it all the way in.
Yeah.
And then take that off.
Okay. Here we go.
So Cris is getting ready to take the slide out in, and I shouldn't have to touch anything, and it should just go in. All right, babe, go ahead and pull it in a little bit.
Okay.
And this is what it's doing. See, that's tightening up. And it's really... It shouldn't sound like that at all.
Yeah, this whole wire is like all messed up. And do you see how it's over here and not, it's not going through the right part of the hole?
Yeah, it's worn up here too.
Hang on, it's not going through the right part of the hole.
I wonder if there's like a track on the inside that it sets on.
I think so, but if we could even take some pliers, can you come in here for a sec?
I gotta go back in there. What is it?
If you come in here, see how it's not in the hole, it's coming up here. So it's shredding that. That's what's making that noise, and it's shredding that cable. It needs to be over here. See? You see what I'm saying? And up here, it's just loose as all can be.
I don't know.
Can we get some pliers and try and pull it into the hole?
Yeah, grab me some pliers out of that tool bag. Fun part is now I gotta climb down there, and that's not really the biggest part. I'll probably move my dirty socks. Sorry about that. It's time to do laundry.
I told you to move your dirty socks before we started, didn't I?
I have trouble when it comes to listening. Here we go. Now you know what's serious when I take my hat off. I'm gonna try and look underneath here, underneath the carpet here, and see if there's a track. I don't know if there's a track under there or what, like it's maybe slipped off.
You're trying to help Mr. Hawk.
But you can see what I can see. And it's not much to see. You really can't see down there at all.
Baby, I think we're gonna have to take that panel off on the side.
I know, but I was just seeing if there was like a track under here somewhere. And there's not.
Yesterday when you were pushing on it, it was helping it get back where it was supposed to be, but I think that cable is throwing us off.
But that's because it's supposed to be in there on a, like it's not set right, like it's on a track or something.
Right.
And it's not.
We'll figure it out. Come on.
Where'd Aki go?
He's right here beside me.
Where?
No, I got him in my hand. He was trying to help.
What do you think, Ak?
He just turned his butt to you.
Ow. Hi. Are you here to hog the shot? Huh? Well,
we have the slide in now, so and this place looks like a disaster zone. So now Mikey's got to climb through our bedroom to try and take the metal piece off, but he's being a trooper about it.
So I've got to squeeze through here. My kid could probably get through there, but I don't want her working with the power tools on this yet, so. And then we just stacked up all these games that were underneath the seat to lighten the load, so this should be fun watching me get across.
I can move stuff if you want me to.
Oh, you're fine. Ow!
Watch Octavius'
The other part of it is our bed is too long for the actual.
You can do it, dear. lordy. Okay, you might want to turn that light on. I told you to move that. There you go.
Now, this is why you always carry power tools.
No.
Ooh.
You want it in there?
I have some leftover screws. That's not something I necessarily want to fall asleep on top of. So I'm finding it extremely difficult to get down there and work on that. And now Cris says there's a panel on the outside that might be an access panel to it. So now I've got to climb all the way back through there. Oh, by the way, the DVD player that sits up there just fell down on me. So be happy that the camera wasn't on whenever I said the words I said when the DVD player fell on my head.
Not scary at all when the power tools come out. Don't lose the screws.
Hey guys, don't let us forget the short one goes on the end.
Because that could be bad, screwing it into the side of this side. We've realized that pretty much anywhere that you see a screw on an RV is really an access panel for the things that could go wrong. So when
there's lots of screws too.
So when purchasing your RV, you might look for less screws.
Keep going. Keep going. Okay, stop. And all we had to do was pull it out to realize that that panel has nothing to do with it, so I need to put all those screws back in. You learn as you go. The hat has come off.
Uh-oh.
It's not fun. I am not having fun.
You're not having fun. Hey. Whatever you do.
Laugh off and eat good food, speak live. Well, we ain't fixed yet. We ain't done with this video.
But today, we're fixing the RV all while
having a whole lot of fun.
I love you, Putty.
I love you too. Ow. I got your problem right here. Yeah. So when the cable got caught in the pulley and ran back and forth, it frayed it really, really bad and got caught into the gear, or the, like, here's the pulley. The cable's supposed to be in the middle, running on it, and it got caught on the side, and it just kept rubbing back and forth and tearing the snot out of it. So the only thing I could do to get it out of there was to cut the cable. So we have a cable on order from an RV supply store that's about an hour away from here, and it'll come here, there, in Price, Utah on Monday. We're taping this on a Saturday, so I need to come up with a temporary solution to our problem.
How are things coming?
I broke things. That's how things are coming. So now I'm going to go on the outside and see if I can do something. If not, then we're just going to pull the slide out with my help and leave it until we can get the new cable on Monday.
To Price, Utah.
About an hour away from where we're staying at.
We figured we were going to have to go to Price at some point to get groceries and that kind of thing, to kind of restock our reserves of supplies. But Price also happens to be the location of where we're hoping to get a replacement cable.
Because this is what we're dealing with now.
Yes. Here, I don't want to touch it. A replacement cable. So our
Because this one's afraid.
we're afraid of that one.
Yeah.
So we have figured out what our slide system is. It's an AccuSlide, which is good because that's the only room. When I called the guy and asked him if he had replacement cables for the AccuSlide, or I told him I think it's an AccuSlide, and he's like, well, the only replacement kit we have is for the AccuSlide, so you better hope it is. And then I actually climbed on top of and was able to peek in and see we definitely do have an AccuSlide cable system. So that worked out. And then he was able to order it and get it on a truck. And so currently our cable is on a truck headed to Price, Utah.
So we're in a truck headed to
Price, Utah, trying to get there in order to get the cable before the place closes. We're hoping the cable arrives there before the place closes. And we're going to multitask by going and getting groceries, and then we need a cable cutter that we're hoping there's a hardware store somewhere.
We need a cutter and a crimper.
A cutter and a crimper. I think that might be like we could get that in the same tool, maybe. Hopefully. But I think the cable cutter crimper thingy is going to cost us more money than the actual cable itself, which is kind of funny. But hey, we'll be able to repair a slide in the future, because we've learned all kinds of things, haven't we, dear? The more you know. Star Rainbow. All right, we are very, very hopeful, headed to Price, hopeful that we will have a working slide by this evening.
Because if we don't have a working slide by this evening, that means we should have a working slide by tomorrow evening. If we don't have a working slide by tomorrow evening,
and we're in trouble.
We're screwed.
So groceries have been gotten, and David has called and said our cable has arrived.
Thank you, David.
Whoop, whoop, before the place closed. And so actually we're driving about, 10 miles north of Price, which is actually where our RV supply store, where are we going? Castle County RV.
Castle Country RV.
Castle Country RV. Thank you very much for getting us something shipped in as soon as you could. We really, really appreciate it. Fingers crossed we will have a working slide.
Here we go.
Here we go. So we have the cable replacement thingy in 13 easy steps with lots of capital letters that say do not do this and do not do that. Hey, don't do that.
And then I had to go get the tools in order to put that in, because they don't have the tools at the place where they sell the cable. And
that's the YouTube video telling us how to do it.
The funny thing is, you're gonna love this part. The tools that I need,
I figured,
to make this happen cost 3 times as much as the cable, and they didn't even have the correct tools. So I asked the guy, because they didn't have a crimper that was made for that, the sleeve that goes, you'll see, I'm sure, I'll show you. So I needed something that was going to work. I said, do you think that vice grips would work? He's like, yeah, if you get enough torque on it. Either that, or you could also use a sledgehammer and a cold chisel. I kindly informed him I don't think my wife would like that. So I bought a great big pair of vice grips, and if that didn't work, I also bought cable ties that hopefully will work. And if that doesn't work, you're gonna see us driving down the interstate with our slide out.
No, you aren't. We will figure something else out.
Here we go. Good morning.
Good morning. It's the moment of truth.
So last night, replaced the cable. I sort of kind of followed the instructions, but then there were some things I didn't kind of sort of do, so it took me about an hour and 2 hours longer.
It's not that. It was that we didn't have the proper tools.
Yeah, I didn't have a crimping tool, so luckily I thought ahead and I bought a different kind of sleeve. I bought a cable clamp, pretty much. It's kind of like a U-bolt kind of thing.
To replace the crimping.
I just woke up, so I can't remember the name of it. But we did it last night. We didn't tape anything last night. We haven't even brought the slide in all the way or out yet.
It's all the way out.
Because, well, it's all the way out. Didn't want to bring it all the way in because I was tired. Hadn't had dinner yet, and you know what I'm like when I don't eat. Haven't had breakfast yet this morning either. But we're going to try, before we do anything else, we're going to try bringing the slide in all the way and all the way out. Because I know it still needs adjusted, but I don't have, I don't trust me to do all that. But I think we've got it to where it will work for now.
Yes, until we can get it to a place that can fix it. A
trained professional to do the rest, because I am not a trained professional.
So, it may not sound pretty, but if it's going in and out, then it's a major improvement.
Here we go. Okay, go for it. Evidently the dog decided he likes to jump around when she's pulling it in. Well, she's cheering. Do that again. Do that again. I don't know if you can see her because of the reflection, but she's in there cheering. Okay, bring it out. And now it's out.
And just like that, the slide is fixed.
Yay!
I think that deserves a kiss.
Oh, stop.
Now our adventure goes again.
Here we go.
Till the next thing breaks.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon link.